The Old Covenant teaches us. What is the metaphor for beams, plank, and speck? Plank, that's a big piece of wood. The speck are very small. Let's read it, shall we? Why are you staring at your brother like a small speck in the eye? But he ignored his own eyes. What about a crime as big as plank? Look at it. You have a crime as big as plank in your eyes. How can you say to your brothers, "Let me get rid of the small sin like a speck in your eyes"? What a hypocritical person. First, get rid of the sin as big as plank in your own eyes. Then we can see clearly how to get rid of your brother. A crime as small as a speck in the eye. What is being discussed here? Plank and speck. It's all sin, right? If we are all guilty in our eyes, we are all guilty ourselves. So what should I say? How can we focus on the sins of our brothers? For example, we all committed crimes in the first place. Brothers, our own brothers or sisters have also committed crimes, but we're staring at our younger brother, the sins of our brothers and sisters, but they don't focus on their own sins. Don't get rid of your own guilt first, but they are asking others for it. What about before we ask others? First, you need to demand yourself. Let's first focus on our own sins. I haven't figured out what crimes I have committed yet. Let's first confess our guilt, and then we all repented. Then, we can encourage our brothers and sisters. Repent together. This is it. That's why we need to get rid of our own eyes first. Crimes like plank. And then what? Only then can we ask our brothers and sisters. Also encourage them to leave themselves. The crime is like this. Because good trees cannot bear good fruits. Bad trees cannot bear bad fruits. Good fruit. It is said here that good trees cannot bear bad fruits. A bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Is it a good tree or a bad tree fruit? You can distinguish it. People cannot pick figs from thorns. I won't pick grapes from thistles either. A good heart is filled with goodness. Speak good words. Evil hearts are filled with evil. Just say evil words. Because my heart is filled with words, I will naturally speak them out. Of course, the trees here are people. Good trees, bad trees. So good people, bad people. So how do we know if this person is a good person? That person is a bad person. Can you tell by appearance? I don't know. It depends on what kind of fruit he has. Look at the fruit. I can only say that it depends on how this person behaves. You can tell whether he is good or bad by his behavior. If his actions are full of compassion and love, so he's good. What if his behavior? Filled with sin. No mercy, no love. So he's bad. At the same time, in terms of behavior, it also depends on his language. If it's a good person. So what about the language? Filled with compassion and kindness. What about bad language? Full of things that make people fall. Then, let's take a look at human language. What about a person's language? Being able to support many weak and strong individuals. Then he's a good tree. What if his language? Instead, it causes people to fall, leaving the Lord and the shepherd. Oh, that's for sure. It is possible to repent. Let's see if the tree is good or bad. Just look at his words. The brother and sisters see. Pharisees. When the disciples of the Lord are on the Sabbath, picking wheat ears to eat the words spoken by the Pharisees, he said, "Look at it, this person's disciple, doing something illegal on the Sabbath. So the disciples of the Lord are starving, picking wheat ears on the Sabbath to eat. But they rebuked the disciples of the Lord." So what about their language? It seems that we can see what kind of people they are. When treating patients. What about treating patients on the Sabbath? They were furious. Get angry. Let's observe their behavior and words. I know if they are good or bad inside. We say people are good or bad because of the spirit inside. Our spirits are inherently bad, but due to being redeemed, then well, wash it clean. We need to have good behavior. It's clear that we're feeling good. May glory be to Father and Lord. Amen.